Hello everybody and welcome back to the Sports Star. Today we're starting a brand new series here on the channel. It's a Retro Bowl series where we're going to be picking up and starting the career of Eric Bieniemy as a head coach in the NFL. In this situation, he's going to be leaving Kansas City and he's going to be looking for a job as a head coach. So it's currently when I'm recording this video, it's currently day 3 of the NFL draft, and we've done a lot of draft content. So we'd really appreciate if you guys would subscribe and turn on the notifications bell to keep up to date with all of our draft content, and also like this video if you want to see more Retro Bowl videos or more just NFL videos in general, because we really enjoy making those videos and we would love for you to see them, and we would hate for you to miss out on them. So here we go. I'm going to insert first name Eric, last name Bieniemy. I did end up choosing favorite team as the Chiefs. My hypothetical situation would be that if Andy Reid retired, I would have Eric Bieniemy eventually come back to the Chiefs. And so in that situation, it'd be kind of cool to see him be the head coach where he left from as the OC. So, yeah, let's go ahead and start this career. Make sure you like and subscribe for sure. And this series will probably go on throughout the summer. Hopefully it'll keep you guys entertained, but here we go. With just 1 week left in the regular season, Chicago. So Eric Bieniemy is signing as the Bears head coach. He's worked at the college level for several years. It says at Louisville. Obviously that's not true. We're saying is the OC of the Chiefs. But according to the game, it's at Louisville. And now he's taking reins at Chicago, with just 1 week left in the season. So we're going to go through the tutorial. Week 18 of the season is at Green Bay. So obviously not a great place to play, Lambeau. But here's our roster. So this is our quarterback, Ben James. And I'll show you guys a deeper look into him after this. But yeah, I'm just going through the tutorial here. We've done a lot of draft content this year throughout the draft cycle, and we're planning to do a lot more deep dives on prospects for the 2023 draft, especially with like film breakdowns and tape analysis of guys. So let us know if you want us to address anything specific. We're a relatively small channel, so suggestions are going to make a difference. If you comment, if you like, subscribe, anything, we will definitely take it into account. And yeah, we just love having people watch our videos. It's a really cool community that we've built here. And yeah, so I'm just going through the tutorial here now. As I found out, my kicker is actually not that good at all. He's very, very bad. It says, "Good job, you've taken the charge of Chicago near the end of the season." They're desperate for a win, basically, and they're desperate for you to turn things around. And it's wishing us luck. Obviously, this isn't going to be an easy rebuild. As you'll see on the roster screen, this is a very bad team. And also, for this entire series, because I want an added challenge, I'm going to be playing this entire series on extreme difficulty. It also shows you the difficulty in every game, so you'll be able to make sure that I'm not cheating or anything. But I will be playing on extreme difficulty. I think it adds a bit of a challenge, and it's also more fun if you're in the first few seasons. You're probably not winning a ton of games. If you make the playoffs as a really bad team, I don't know. It's the fun of it's kind of lost there. But here's our team. We have 5 of our star players. This is our quarterback, Ben James, 28 years old. He has 3 years left on his contract. One of those 3 years is up in 1 game. But his morale is good. He's actually pretty accurate, to be fair, but he doesn't have any arm. He doesn't have really good arm strength. He doesn't have much speed at all. He has none. And then his stamina's alright, but he's only a 2.5-star potential guy, and he's already maxed out at 28 years old. He's valued at a 2nd-round pick, which I guess I wouldn't disagree with, since he's a 2.5-star quarterback, which is sort of valuable. But here's a running back, Raheem Redwine. So he is 22 years old. He's being paid only $6 million for 3 years, which is a very good deal for us. Great morale. But the thing with him is he's not very good. He's only 1-star right now. His potential is only a 2-star. Nothing is good for him. His speed may be the only performance attribute that's somewhat decent. That's not even halfway full. So maybe we'll move on from him. This is wide receiver Mike Guerra, 29 years old. He's being paid $10 million for 2 years. He's also not that great. He's a 2-star potential. He's 1.5 right now. Again, catching, strength, not that great. Speed's all right, I guess, and stamina's whatever. But again, all these guys aren't people that I'm extremely focused on keeping for the next couple of years. This is our defensive lineman Trill Burton, 33 years old. Again, only $6 million for 3 years, which is a very good deal for us. And he's already also maxed out at 1.5 stars. So he's not a big contract, but again, he's not a good player either. We could probably trade him for good capital that we can draft someone with. This is our kicker, Trace Matthew. He's 33 years old. Very bad kick accuracy and not that much better range at all. Maybe a third of the way full. He's a 2-star potential, and yeah, he's not very good at all. But I think we're just about ready to get into our first game. I always use ball 6. It's just aesthetically pleasing to me, so I use that ball. But here we go, against the Packers in Lambeau Field. Not snowing, which is kind of uncharacteristic, but Green Bay takes the ball. Aaron Rodgers is going to throw a touchdown. Simple as that, apparently, which I guess it is. We're going to get the ball, and in this series, I probably want to run the ball a bit more than what you would do in another retro Bowl series. Keep this somewhat realistic. First play of the series, run, no gain. Second play, sack. Not a great start at all. But we'll try to rebound. That is lobbed up and picked off. I'll show you a replay of this. But yeah, it's just not a good throw, I guess. Not a good decision. There's the wide receiver and the running back were probably going to be open if I had patience. But I don't know. I think maybe I tried to throw it to them, and maybe the throw was just off. But yeah, it wasn't a great throw at all. And Aaron Rodgers capitalizes. Touchdown, Packers. And we have the ball again, down 14-0 in the first quarter. Now we're gonna throw it quickly outside. Just try to get yards now. We got to get something going. So we're gonna throw it again. That's technically our longest pass ever, because we've only thrown 2 passes. So yeah, but that's the end of the first quarter. Chicago, we're still 0. Green Bay 14. We're gonna try to throw it to the running back there, but just couldn't get the throw off in time. Our offensive line isn't blocking very well at all. And that one's thrown up, and Guerra gets the catch, actually, which I'm very impressed with. That was a 50-50 ball, and he came down with it. So that's a really nice play by him. We're going to run it outside. Redwine can't get off the edge defender there. Only gets a yard, and 2nd and 9. We can't make it this 3rd and long, but that wide receiver drops it. He's not one of those star players, so I mean, there is obviously a higher chance of him dropping it. The tight end here is completely unguarded, so throw it to him, 11-yard pickup, move the chains on 3rd and 9. Nice pickup there. Now we're going to look at the bottom of the screen with a comeback route. Guerra catches it, nice catch, 12-yard gain. 1st and 10 again. We're nearing the end of the second quarter now, though, and we really need to score. And there we go. Redwine scores a touchdown out of the backfield, easy as you like. And yeah, pretty nice drive, actually, to be fair. Nice bounce back from the first drive. We're gonna kick the extra point, and it's no good. To be honest, I just wasn't used to this kind of kicker. He's really inaccurate. So Green Bay actually then punts. So we got really lucky, to be fair. And if we score here and get the 2, there's 25 seconds left, but if we do, we could be tied at half. Guerra catches it across the 50, 16 seconds left. In the first game, there's no timeouts for some reason, so I actually can't stop the clock at all. I try to get it here down to the 35. We have 5 seconds left, and now I think we're going to have to settle for the field goal. If our kicker can make this, which I don't have much confidence in him, it's up, and it's good. Okay, so Matthew actually can hit a 49-yard field goal. That's all right. I like my chances now. The accuracy window on that wasn't very good, but it was good. So that's fine. Now we're gonna come back from halftime and immediately throw a pick. We got blitzed here. The running back was definitely open. The wide receiver coming across the field was also open. Should not have thrown that there into double coverage. But, maybe James is putting up a case for why he shouldn't be the quarterback next year for us. Anyway, Green Bay scores. Doesn't get the extra point, though. So they only get... they're only up 20-9, but that's still a 2-possession game. We're gonna throw this comeback route down to Guerra, 10-yard gain, gets out of bounds. If we have to score this drive very quickly to be in contention, and that's just a drop. We had 2 receivers in the air on 1 corner, and we got to catch those if we're gonna have any chance. And now we're sacked. This offensive line isn't doing much, and also our receiving options aren't that good. Throw it to Guerra here over the middle, 12-yard pickup, but it's still 4th and 4-ish, 4th and 4, yes. And there's no shot we're making this field goal from our 51. So we dump it off here to Redwine, and Redwine is stopped short of the gain. Probably could have dived there, to be honest, but I thought we were gonna break that tackle, or just that guy wasn't gonna lock onto a tackle, and then could have run for some more, but should have just taken the first, I guess. But this game's over anyway now. Green Bay scores again, 27-9. It's not been a great start to the season for Eric Bieniemy and his crew. That one is thrown up, 50-50 ball, and dropped, which I guess is better than it being picked. So, yeah. But here we go, Guerra. Actually, nice catch there. Slant route. I think the slant routes are really working for us. But we're probably just going to give Redwine a few extra touches here. That's a 2-yard run, our longest rushing play, I guess. We don't need to look at that, though. It's not a very impressive play at all. That play is another 50-50 ball. I mean, it was a bad throw, to be honest. It wasn't a 50-50 ball if it was a good throw. But it was a bad throw. It was dropped. Guerra makes up for that on the slant. Then the very next play, gets the first down. But you know what? I mean, this is a learning game for the team. I mean, going into next season, you definitely... Oh, that's a really good throw, to be fair, from James. That was a very nice throw into a tight pocket on a dime. That was a very good throw in between both defenders. But, yeah, Eric Bieniemy's crew is going to have some valuable lessons to learn from this game about how, obviously, probably need to establish the run a little bit more. Probably need to, that's a nice catch in the boundary. Probably need to, obviously, we need to get some more receiving options, and maybe a new quarterback as Guerra catches another slant. But yeah, I mean, throughout this game, I really felt like there was no one to throw to the entire time, and whenever I did have someone to throw to, sometimes James would just, for some reason, throw it really inaccurately or just not exactly where I wanted. And on extreme difficulty, if you do that, that's not gonna go well for you. If you're even slightly off, it could be a pick. And the defenders are relentless in this mode. So anyway, we're throwing it into the back of the end zone to Guerra, incomplete on 4th and 2, and we turn it over on the goal line, which is really unfortunate, but whatever. We're gonna lose anyway. 27-9 is the final score. And yeah, it's been a tough loss here in week 18, I guess, of season 0, because technically this isn't even our first season as head coach. We just got brought in last week, in the last week of the season. Tampa Bay, Dallas, Green Bay, Arizona are the top 4 teams in the NFC so far. So we're gonna go through the playoffs later this episode, but. Then the interview, we get a press interview that asks us, would you agree that quarterback Ben James was poor today? I think he was poor today, but he did make a few good throws, and to be fair, I don't know if we're going to even keep this guy, so I'm going to try to boost him up a little bit. Just make him, stick with your players a bit. I think he was fine, though. I mean, he made a few good plays, did have a couple costly picks and stuff, but can't get all of them. Eric Bieniemy's first game in charge of Chicago ended in defeat. Bieniemy will be left in no doubt about how much work there is to turn this team's fortunes around. Obviously, this is a terrible roster right now, and it's going to be a very hectic draft next episode, so stay tuned for that. But here we go, the playoffs. So we're going to go through the playoffs. Buffalo beats Cincinnati. Tennessee beats Denver in the AFC. I got an ad for some reason. Kansas City beats the Chargers. New Orleans beat Arizona. Green Bay beats San Francisco. And Los Angeles beats Dallas, which is nice. Tennessee loses to New England. Buffalo beats Kansas City. The Buccaneers beat the Rams. And Green Bay beats New Orleans. We're on to the championship games. Buffalo beats New England. They're in the Super Bowl, or the Retro Bowl as it's called in here. And Tampa Bay beats Green Bay, and Tampa Bay also advance. And here we go, the final game. Tampa Bay wins the Retro Bowl in Season 0. Tom Brady gets another ring. Yeah, but yeah, that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Make sure to stay tuned. Hit that subscription button. Turn on notifications. The next episode is going to be the draft, and we're definitely going to be changing this team up a lot. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Like this video, and